All right, well, we'll do one more. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hi.
Hi, President Trump. I just graduated high school 2 weeks ago.
Great.
Thank you. And so my question for you is, since your last term in office, there have been a lot of attacks on education in terms of censorship and all of that. So I was wondering what your thoughts were on parental control and that kind of thing within schools, school choice, and all of that. Education is very important to me, so wanted to hear your thoughts on that.
So
Thank you.
very good question. Congratulations, by the way. Good. Were you a good student? Were you good? Pretty good. Okay, just pretty good.
She just got a $180,000 scholarship, a naval scholarship to go to Yale.
Wow. Oh, wow. She's very modest. She's very modest. That's fantastic. That's great. Congratulations. Very big on school choice. Can you imagine we even have to talk about parental control and basically having parents get involved? We have school systems that don't even want to talk to the parents about their children. And you talk about changing gender and things where the child can make a choice and the child can be unbelievably young. The country has gone sick. It's gone sick. And I don't like the term woke because I hear woke. You know, it's like just a term that half the people can't even define it. They don't know what it is. But you look at these things like women getting, competed with, men that were men and are men, and they're out there swimming and setting records. You see the records that are being broken? Records that lasted for 19 years are being broken by, 30 seconds. They're trying to win by a 16th of a second in swimming on one of the events. A 16th of a second they're trying to win for years. And a guy comes along and breaks the record by, numbers that will never be broken again. Unless you have another guy come along, and then he'll probably have it broken. The whole thing is crazy. I'm not a fan of LeBron James, but I said, if I were the coach of a women's basketball team, I would have the greatest team. I'd say, LeBron, would you like to become a woman? And I'd go to another 4 or 5 big guys, and I'll say, how about we will be undefeated for many, many years. There will never be anything like it. I'll go down as the greatest coach in history. They'll say I was the greatest ever. No, it's so crazy. And that's all woke. That's all, I guess they define that as woke, but that's all woke. We have to bring common sense back into the country. People say, oh, you're conservative. I said, yeah, I'm conservative. But more important is I'm a person with common sense. And so are the people in this room. And our country needs common sense back in leadership. We had great common sense for 4 years, and we produced the greatest economy ever. I rebuilt our military. I mean, the $85 billion was massive, but it was just a small portion of what we rebuilt. It was a massive amount, but a small portion. But when you look at what we did at the border, when you look at what we did in every single aspect, even right to try, where we had for 58 years they've been trying to get this, where we have very far-reaching drugs that were good, but they're not approved by the FDA, and somebody's terminally ill. And we couldn't get the drugs. They'd go to Asia, or if they're poor, they just go home and they die. They have no hope. But they'd go to Europe. They go all over the world looking for something. And I signed a bill, very hard to get, actually very complicated, because the drug companies didn't want it. The labs didn't want it. The doctors didn't want it because, they thought they had liability. I signed a non-liability clause. I got it approved. And everybody's happy. We've saved, with Right to Try, we've saved thousands and thousands of lives of people that are terminally ill. And people would say, well, we can't do that because they may die. I said, they're going to die anyway. And yet they were in there for close to 60 years now trying to get that approved. And I got it approved through Congress. I got it approved. You had to go through Congress on that one. And we're saving lives, tremendous numbers of lives. I'm very proud of that one, Right to Try. It sounds easy. You'd think it would be easy to get it approved, actually, but it was very, very tough. Gone for many, many years. I took care of the vets better than anybody. We had a 92% approval rating, and now it's going way down, I understand. But we had a lot of bad people in the VA, and you weren't able to fire them because of civil service and various other reasons. And I got that taken care of, and we let go of 9,000 really bad people. And I also, people were waiting in line for literally months, and some people were becoming terminally ill because they couldn't get something taken care of early. And I said, you wait in line, and you have to wait in line for more than 24 hours. You go outside to a private doctor. We pay the bill, and you get yourself taken care of. We went up to and it actually saved money, as opposed to you'd think it would cost. It actually saved a lot of money. But when you think of it, we did things that nobody's ever done. With the VA, we had a 92% approval rating. Nobody has ever been, we were 36, I think 36 points higher than previous. So we're very proud of what we did for the vets and what we did for the military and what we did for the farmers. So I want to thank everybody for being here. And we have a nasty race ahead of us because, you know, we have the communists, the Marxists, the fascists after us. We have a lot of bad people after us. We have a lot of very bad people in this country. And we have, fortunately, we have mostly great people in this country. And really, the people in this room, right from the beginning, we struck a chord. I didn't even have to work too hard with that. I worked hard once I got into office to produce all the things I said. But we'll do that again, and we'll do it in spades. We're going to do a great job for the farmers, the manufacturers, but we're going to do a great job for your state. And I just want to thank you for your support. You've been incredible, and for your leadership. You people have been amazing. And thank you very much, Matt, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.